Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Guess what? I'm not dead. I'm still alive. I know I haven't put up a video in a while. My last one was a few weeks ago and it was that stop motion video. But don't worry, I am finally back with a new video, and this is just a general city update because throughout the time that I have been inactive on YouTube, a lot of things have changed in the city, and there have been buildings that have been knocked down, there are buildings that are going up, and there are future plans that are already in the works. So let's get started. Okay, so the first small thing that I have to show you, which is a change to the city, is my EMS units. But for now, just try to ignore the terrible lighting. I actually have my curtains closed at the moment right now, so I don't have as much sunlight coming in, and it's the afternoon, so you're gonna have to deal with me here. But the thing that I did with this was I basically lowered the box and I changed up the cab. Now the cab itself, I shortened up, brought these headlights closer to the wheels, got rid of the little rim there that was around the tire, and I took away that preformed piece there and replaced it with these three 2x4 tiles right here, and everything else stayed the same, but this whole front was pushed in while the cab was shortened up. So instead of me having like a 1x1 post right here, it's just a little 1x2 tile placed up against there on a stud. So that's what I did with this. And then the box, you can see that it all got just pushed down by a plate. This is the same thing that happened on Medic 2, so you can see that. I did add a little detail right there. I'm going to change that though. And also ignore the yellowing of these parts. Yeah, a lot of the bricks, you can see that some of these pieces are starting to yellow. There's really not a whole lot I can do with that. I can't take every piece off this and put it in a hydrogen peroxide solution. The best thing that I can do is just deal with it until I'm an adult and I can do a bunch of orders to replace white parts and stuff. I just can't do that right now because I'd basically be replacing half of the parts that I have. The thing is that the white parts that have been yellowing, it's due to age and overexposure from the sun. That's why I have my curtains closed, because I don't want the sun coming in and yellowing the rest of the good non-white non-yellowed pieces. So with that out of the way, I also need to point out the fact that the lettering on the side was decreased in size. I also added this and this at the bottom and added M1 to represent Medic 1. I also did the same on this one. Now, I don't remember if I ever did a video on these two, but I don't think I did. I think I did it in a live stream on YouTube or something. But for all of those who haven't seen them yet, if you don't follow me on Instagram and I didn't make a video, then you probably haven't seen them yet. But these are the Wolf City EMS Supervisor Unit and the EMS Mass Casualty Response Trailer. The trailer, I'm not sure what I based it off of. I don't know the name, but it can treat up to 100 patients. It's got a roll-up door on the back, and then it has this door right here. It's got kind of a striping on the bottom here, like the reflectors there. It's got a tire over the hitch. Normally this would be towed by the supervisor unit, but I haven't found a good way to attach the hook, the hitch to a hook at the back of the vehicle. Now, the supervisor unit is a 2014 Ford Explorer, just like all my other Explorers, but this one uses different rims because I didn't have any more of the Speed Champions mud guards, so I had to use these mud guards. And I didn't mention this when I was showing off the ambulances, but the color scheme did get changed. So we now just have one red stripe. There's no red striping on the bottom. It's just one red stripe going through the entire thing. So this is just a very basic unit, nothing special. Again, this one does have some yellowed parts, but they're not too yellowed. It's just in these little pieces right here and here that are a bit yellowed, and also right here. But there's nothing I can really do about that. Again, I said, but you know, I'm just gonna have to live with it for a while. So bear with me. The first thing that you're gonna notice that's new in the city is the fact that the steel mill is gone. You're like, where's the steel mill? Where did it go? Well, I knocked it down. I know there was a lot of people out there who really loved it and stuff, but I decided it was time for it to go. It hadn't been around here for that long, but unfortunately I decided my city deserves better. So I've moved on. But those gray parts didn't just go back in the bins, because they're helping to create this warehouse. Now, it's almost finished. The only thing that I have to work on is the interior, and of course getting the doors, the big sliding doors in there. So this warehouse, it's very basic, nothing completely special about it, but it's basically going to be an area where I can have custom tractor trailers that I will be building soon. Pull up, drop off cargo, take it off, you know, all that jazz. The train tracks that are right here, these will eventually get taken out. That way I can have more parking areas and like loading areas for big 18-wheelers to pull up and such. So, as you can already see around the entire building, the windows here are using a snot technique. There's some on that side, on this side, and on this side. More details will be added on the walls soon. Of course, I kept some details right here, like this step. Over to this side, you can see that I have a custom built door. This is not functional, it's just there for decoration. So that actually will be the same door that I will be using in another project. So I will show that, I will tell you about that later. But more onto the warehouse grounds right here. You got this large open space where I can have like crates and containers just stacked up on each other, ready for transport. I was working on this little pallet jack right here. I still haven't gotten around to finishing that. These shouldn't be here. These are for the other mock. But anyway, this is just a nice little area. I will be building some forklifts that will be able to transport cargo in and out of here. There will also be a ramp for the forklifts to go up and down. And then over here, we've got this nice separating wall. This is just a kind of courtesy wall. That way you don't have the sounds and the noise and the scenery of what's going on at the warehouse carried out into here, because this is more of a residential zone, or, you know, shopping area. But this wall right here, it's got some vines growing on it. I need to continue that all down this wall. And this building that I'm currently working on, the bottom floor, is going to be a small grocery store. So I do have a freezer that's getting built up in there. You can just see that. There will be some shelving in that very tight space right there. And then this area, this alleyway, people can walk down here and get up to this set of stairs. There are trash cans under there. This set of stairs will go up to a small mezzanine style area, which will transition into the beginning of an apartment complex. It'll be 2 floors, 2 apartments for each level. I won't be doing an interior, just an exterior, but I'll make sure the exterior looks pretty nice and, you know, acceptable. And I'm pretty happy to get started on that soon. But until then, this is what I have. There's some detail out at the front. There's got to be some more steps right here. So those will be coming soon, and the sidewalk will soon continue into that area. So that's all there is for this section. Moving on to the little Tokyo district, I've removed the Starbucks and apartment building that was right here before. There was one apartment and a Starbucks restaurant at the bottom. I took that out and I got rid of it. But this space is not going to be left empty, because this area, this whole building right here, this dojo and sushi restaurant, is going to get pushed forward. That way, this whole section right here, this Air Jitsu temple, can be moved forward and better integrated into the sidewalk. This bridge will be taken out. This water will also be taken out. That way, these can be right up against the sidewalk and the roadway. It's much more practical and just makes a whole lot more sense. So I'm pretty excited to do that. And that will free up some space over here, which I don't know what I'm going to put back there, but it could be something. I might actually move this building over there. That way, whenever I come over here, I won't end up stepping on it, or sitting on it, or both. Because that's what happens when I go over here. I always step on it, or sit on it. So yeah, I gotta move this, and I don't really want to get rid of it, so I'm gonna move it. Now you may have noticed this in the beginning of the video, earlier on, that my police station is gone. Now some of you may be like, well Jake, why did you get rid of the police station? It was such an important part of the city. And how I respond is, it's ugly. It was a set that I got back in 2014. It has no back, there's not a whole lot of depth to it, and I don't like the color. I don't like the idea of having a police station being the same color as the police cars. It just looks odd. So, what I have decided to do is build a custom police station. It'll take up much more space, and eventually, once I get Assembly Square, it will line up directly with it. So the sidewalk from Assembly Square will line up with the sidewalk with the police station, and this whole block will be filled in. Of course, I'll keep that space over there for parking for the police vehicles, but over here, I'm going to be replacing some of these road base plates to make it look better. The police station itself, I've already ordered pieces for it, and those will be coming in the first or second week of September. So those are coming pretty soon. Pretty excited about that. Can't wait to do it. But until then, I've got some other stuff that I need to work on. Like over here, you'll also notice that another building is gone. That is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 buildings have been removed from my city. This area is going to be a construction site. In the future, eventually a skyscraper will go up here, but that won't be for a while. But eventually, no worries, there will be something there. I will set up a small little construction site, maybe some bulldozers, some cranes, I don't know. But until then, I'm just going to leave this blank, because I got some more stuff that I do need to work on. That house over there, that is going to get removed pretty soon with that Mega Bloks house as well. Pretty much a lot of buildings that I'm not happy with will get removed in the coming weeks and months. So you should expect to see those happening. But don't worry, many of these buildings will be replaced in the future. Like I said, the police station and the steel mill has already been replaced with 2 buildings. So, pretty excited. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know I certainly have enjoyed this video showing you all this stuff. There will be some more how to do like tutorial videos on some of my vehicles coming soon. I'm not sure when, but sometime this week. Quick note, I won't be able to do as many videos as I usually do. I mean, I don't do a whole lot now. I've been inactive a lot this summer, but I probably will be doing even less because, sadly, summer is over for me. I have a week and a half left of summer, and then it's junior year. Oh, yeah, that sucks. So, besides my back-to-school depression, I'm pretty excited to show the new things that are coming to Wolf City, and I hope you're excited. So, I will talk to you guys next time.